Hey guys, welcome back. The next formula that we are going to learn today is proper. Yeah. So in Excel, proper function transforms the input text string into title case. When I say title case is the first letter of the any word that occurs within the string or the word or the text that has been pushed into as an argument in proper function, the first letter would be converted into uppercase while other letters within that word will be small case. Yeah. So letter in the starting index position of each word is capitalized and the remaining letters are transformed into lowercase. Yeah. So it is quite the opposite of upper and lower, or I'll say it is a combination of upper and lower. So the main issue with this proper function is that apostrophes, numbers, and date formatting also disappear. So while it is deployed, you will get the same kind of output that we get for upper and lower. Yeah. So it will have an argument. Let me first put the syntax. So the syntax is proper. You have the open brackets and you need to put the text which needs to be converted to a proper text. Now the points to remember over here is this function will not modify special symbols, numerics, or punctuations. However, only the date and the number formatting will disappear. So the proper function will always capitalize the character existing in the starting position of the provided string and converts the other characters into a lower string. So in the first argument, the text string must be enclosed within the double quotes. Otherwise, uh, the proper function return name error. So suppose if I'm not selecting this particular text, if I say is equal to proper and I say I scan analyze. Yeah, I close the bracket. I have not enclosed the text in double quote. So this is the error that you will get if I do not put it in double quote. So in order to put a string into a proper function and you need to have a double quotes so that it recognizes it as a string and then converts it. Yeah, so that's what I meant when you are using a proper function. Now the input string, if the input string contains apostrophe, then the proper function will transform the first character of every word and the character just after the apostrophe to the uppercase. We'll see this with a example. But let's have this common cases that we have used for upper and lower so that you can have or you can understand the difference between all these three functions. So I'll say is equal to proper. This time I'm converting a lower case into a proper case. You'll see the effect. Here you can see each alphabet, each starting or the first alphabet of each word has been capitalized. However, other alphabets are in small case. Yeah. Let me copy the same formula for I scan analyze, which is in uppercase. So you find it is the same effect that it is doing to the uppercase. Let me see which is already existing as a proper case. So here we can see in the one which I have selected as of now in the A column, it is already into uppercase or proper case. So it will not have any change on it. Yeah. Let's see for numbers. Let me have the proper formula for mix string, which has numbers as well as words. So say proper, I've selected it and enter. So you'll see there is no change on the number. Whereas the words have been formatted wherein A is being converted or A is all analyzed is already in the proper case and I is also in a proper case. Yeah. Let's see what proper has effect on the date part. So I select the date, say proper, and close the bracket and enter. You'll find it has converted it in number and text subsequently since it is left aligned. Let's see a combination of special character, that is dollar symbol, and number. So I am adding as proper, close the brackets, and I say enter. Yeah. So it doesn't have any effect on the symbol as such. Let's see for number. It should rather convert it to a text and left aligned it as we have done for upper and lower. The same effect. Let's see for a string which is or the text which has left spaces. So in the string we have spaces on the left. Yeah. So let's see what effect a proper function does on this. So you still have those spaces at the start, and whereas the words have been converted into a proper case. Yeah. So each starting alphabet has been converted into capital while the remaining alphabets are into small case. Let's see what it does for text which has spaces on the right. So it doesn't have any effect. The only effect that it has is on the text. So you can see there is white space or spaces at the right of the text. Let's see what it has an effect on the currency. Again, I'll say proper, select the currency or 20,000 rupees with decimal and comma. Close the brackets and say enter. It has the same effect that we had for upper and lower. Yeah, so it converts it into text and left aligns it. Yeah. Lastly, let's see what happens if we try to if I try to trim it. So if not trim it, I'll say if I try to use the same mid formula which we have used earlier. So I'm trying to get 4 characters from the left, that is eyes, and 7 characters from the right. And I am trying to convert it into a proper case. Yeah. And I'll say enter. You can find that eyes can analyze is being converted, eyes analyze is converted into a proper case. Why you may ask that why is not A converted into uppercase? Because we have before implementing this proper formula, I have already joined them. Yeah. So A is no longer a starting alphabet. So if I try to remove this proper formula, you will understand A is not a starting alphabet as such. Yeah, because this is one word now because I have combined them both. Yeah, so A is not a starting alphabet. Hence, it didn't convert A into an uppercase. It has kept it in lowercase because proper only converts the starting alphabet into uppercase. Now let's see, we talked about apostrophe, having an apostrophe in your text. So suppose I have this same text, or I can use this first one, and I have an apostrophe between I and S. So you can see there is an apostrophe that I have added. Yeah. Let's see what happens if I try to use proper on this particular text. So I have to use proper. You can find it treats the alphabet after apostrophe as a starting character, and it converts it into a upper capital letter. Yeah. So this is what I have spoken to you at the start of showing this formula. So whenever you're trying to convert a particular text which has an apostrophe with it, then it will convert the character which is immediately after apostrophe to an uppercase, thinking it to be a separate word altogether. Yeah. So there are various ways so that you can remove this apostrophe by searching for it and getting it eradicated. But we'll see it in a later session, how substitute or find functions are used. But what you need to understand right now as a proper function is it converts the first character of each word within a string or a text that is inputted in the argument to upper, while it converts all the other letters within that word to a smaller case. Yeah, hope you understood the concept of proper function within Excel. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics which are utmost important to you and you want me to cover them in this 365 days of Excel journey. Do comment it. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that is how you're going to get all these videos directly to inbox. And yes, it will also keep me motivated to share all this information free of cost and motivate me to create more such videos for real people to learn. Thank you so much.